Hello all, this is Zimnala coming at you with another adventure in Hardspace Shipbreaker. We're going to be continuing where we left off. Right here in the middle of this fueling ship, you know? Our last two times we've had the middle part of it explode. We're gonna try to figure out a way to make that not happen too much. You know? What can we do about it? No new messages. We didn't get enough to actually unlock anything new, so off we go. Any sign of that missing piece? We definitely launched it somewhere, and we didn't get a lost signal. So we probably knocked it to like one of the corners of this place, and we'll see it like once we clear the whole thing, probably. Well, we detached this. So what I find interesting is that the physics of this allow me not to move the main thing, but if I hit it with something else, it'll move. Something that I can move, that is. So that's a little abusable, but you know, it'll certainly work. It certainly worked for getting it out of the trajectory of where I need it to be. So.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
So I can't think of a way to do this that doesn't use several tethers. So the first one we're gonna do is just over there. Let's start moving it in that way. As long as we can clear past this tanker, we're fine. Okay. Now then, the second thing we can do is trigger it to that away. Hopefully that just does what we want it to. There's no power to this. Oh, baby. Well. You can't control that. That room has power. We had the same problem last time, you know. Yeah, because like anything, we didn't do anything to make this be like this. It was already not powered.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
There weren't any controls to flush it, where's there? There's nothing on the actual,
Raw material processed. Credits deposited.
well, there's not too much we can do about it. We'll salvage everything on both ends and we'll do another try to see if we can do it without exploding everything, but like that's exactly what happened last time. Well, hold on to your butts. Oh, I think that blew the way into there, you two. Was there a door that led us access now? Yep. What can we do? Was there a switch to actually eject it? Doesn't look like it this time.
Warning. Low oxygen reserves.
Okay. Well, gotta get back in there and then back out of there.
Oxygen reserves are critical. Please contact your plan administrator to add asphyxiation coverage.
Welcome to Vendatron 9000. Have a nice
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Well, we are solving it little by little. We're gonna have to go cut the cap loose probably though. Yeah, this is another piece we could just toss down.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
We're gonna have to go sort out that because I don't think it actually landed underneath that somehow. Come on. How do I get just the cap off? I don't think it wants to do it that. Oh, well, I think it popped off, actually. That works. Oh. That's already on its way. Cool.
Alright, Cutter. You got 5 minutes left in this ship before they turn the lights on.
Alright, so that did go where we wanted to. So there's another one on this side.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
It's easier if we get on top of it.
Salvage accepted.
Okay.
Credit applied.
That actually gave us the top too, so we gotta get that over there. There. Okay.
Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
Okay, can I just pull this loose? It does have the, does have this attached to it, which is fine. Make sure we're at a good angle for this. Bon voyage.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
That was the part that could explode. Well, that was a part that could explode, so... That's probably actually gonna go in. We don't have to worry about that anymore.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded. Valuable object processed. Credits awarded. Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
This is your 1 minute warning, Cutter. Don't be a hero, alright?
Helmet damage detected.
Well, we bonked a little bit, but you know, we aren't in trouble. gonna be able to wrangle that there in time, I think. But we can get it in the right direction. Well, maybe.
Processing object. Applying credits to account.
Warning.
Huh.
Oxygen reserves.
Well, we had to break a couple things in order to get in there, but you know, we didn't break much. Sometimes there is no clean way in, unfortunately.
Good morning, Shipbreaker. Lynx mandates a maximum of 8 hours of sleep. Any extra sleep time will be docked from the next pay cycle.
You have a couple points to work with, but not much. Don't think we can afford any of the ones we were going to, so yep. On we go. We're basically only looking to add to the durability of these currently.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Alright, was there another piece that we didn't get in? Yep, this one. That might actually be fine still. Okay. What are you? Oh, you just a random piece. Okay.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
Let's separate this. It'll make it easier to get it around this thing. It'll also make it a little easier to empty the middle part. Out here and start moseying them around.
Object processed. Transferring credits.
Okay. I think I might have destroyed a component. I didn't pull it off in time.
Valuable object accepted for processing. Salvage deposited. deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
Warning. Fuel levels are low. Fuel supplies are available for purchase at the Master Jack.
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
Well, that's probably just gonna go in. Okay.
Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred. Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
No, I see it. There's a air filter I gotta cut out too. Can I fit you out this door? Be pretty cool if you came out. Alright, let's get the air filter out. That'll make a big hole actually.
Salvage destroyed. Please refrain from damaging salvage.
Yeah, the frame's not valuable enough to worry about, game.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied. Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred. Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Yeah, we'll start that out in a second, I guess. We'll go refill up. I was right, the fuel did last the entire first half.
Welcome to Vendatron 9000. Thank you for your
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
That's why I haven't increased my oxygen levels, is because like it already lasts the whole thing on one refill yeah, so increasing my supply would not be enough to actually get rid of that. Because I'd have to double it for that to matter.
Salvage secured. Applying credit. deposited. Applying credit to account. Valuable object processed. Credits deposited. Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Salvage accepted. Credit applied. Salvage secured. Applying credit.
You got 5 minutes remaining in your shift, Cutter. 5 minutes. We were out.
I think we took everything off of it other than this part, so let's separate these. Use this to tilt this up and get out of the way, man. Tilt up. Oh, I see what happened. Well, very interesting. I tilted the entire ship that way. Now you know it's how silly broken that using this to move is then.
Salvage registered. Transferring credit. Deposit accepted for processing.
Anything in here that matters? Okay. See, this one's light enough for me to move directly. The other one was not, somehow. That's okay. We took care of it.
Material accepted. Credits transferred. Salvage deposit registered. Account credited. Valuable object processed. Credit awarded.
Okay, this is gonna get real spooky.
Cutter, we're getting down to the wire. Let's put a bow on this shift.
Warning. Oxygen reserves low. Links recommend regular gentle exercise to increase blood oxygen levels.
Now we're starting the process. This last part's gonna be a puzzle that's either gonna explode in my face, or I'm gonna figure it out.
New certification level has been achieved. License level increased.
Good morning, Cutter 9346-52. Lynx would like to share the following inspirational message. The greatest reward in life is the chance to work hard at work worth doing.
So subject, symptom, systems, power generator. You are now authorized to work on salvage containing power generators. Power generators are connected to a distributed breaker system to manage flow and output. To salvage safely, remove the fuses at each breaker. Indicator lights on the breaker show the electrical current level. Fuses are safest extracted when at 0 current. Once all fuses have been removed, the power generator will be safe to extract. This might solve the problem we had where we couldn't actually have power places unless it's just intermittent, like things working. So, well, we'll see. I like how it finds ways to just make it more complicated as it goes. I like that. I wonder if they'll give me a tutorial for this one.
Got a bit of a surprise for you this morning, 52.
Well, I think we should talk this through a bit more.
Yeah, Joseph. Something you'll learn about being a manager, always be pushing your people. It's how they grow. Now, I see so much confidence on this crew. I think it's time to bump everyone up a hazard level.
Hal, this is too soon. I really don't see eye to eye with you on this.
Well, sometimes you need an outside perspective on things. All right, Joseph. Go ahead and train up 52 here when they're ready.
Sorry, Cutter. I'll help ease you into this. Just let me know when you're ready to start training.
Yeah, I
We
figured
were
there
out.
was a training. Well, we're gonna finish our ship before we consider that. Let's see if we got a new message. We do. So, Objects mode is a firmware addition for our optical cross-spectrum scanner intended to help identify salvageable objects inside of a ship's. Communicating to a database of known objects, this mode will highlight items and relay relevant information to the Shipbreaker. Yeah, we did see this mode. We have some points to work with. Let's see if we have any more functionality of what we need. Yep, we can increase our strength yet again. And that does take priority over the other stuff because that allows us to move heavier objects. Hello there. That is a lot of ways to say hello. Welcome to the Shipbreaking Core. We're working on it. Let's head on out and continue tearing this up, and it's either gonna blow up in my face and we'll be done real fast, or I'll figure it out. So it's all about trying to figure out this. It's kind of a puzzle game, you know. It starts out not being so puzzly, but then you have to try to find safe ways to do things so they don't explode in your face. So like I started making this one loose, right? I don't know if it is loose yet. It sure isn't. So what is holding it? Those clamps right there. I don't like this too much. But you know, this is either going to explode gloriously or it's going to be just fine. There'll be no in between. I think we just have to be very careful not to hit anything. This is very spooky. So these are fuel canisters. If you handle them wrong, they will explode and trigger all the other fuel canisters. I'm dismantling a giant wreck filled with basically half full
Salvage deposited. Applying credit
fuel
to
canisters that are liable to explode.
account. Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
So you throw your super valuable items into this, and there's two types of scrap. Ones you burn and ones that you process. Things will tell you where they want to go, but
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
you get
Salvage
upgrade
goal
points and some other
Rewards
stuff
assigned.
as you go. Oof, this one's also... What I don't like about this is that it's so close to this. Well, let's only do this once because it's so spooky. Gotta get a good angle on this one. Because you don't want to be too close to this because you give off heat when you do this. If I'm right, this is now loose. I want to make sure I'm above it when I yank it loose, because it's easier to move that way. Yep. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. And if you grab something that's too heavy and you push yourself instead. I grabbed the barge, I didn't grab this. It could be a way to move really fast, but also it's a way to hit something really fast and die too. Fortunately, there was nothing in that direction.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Ah, this one I loosened. Alright. We are solving the puzzle one step at a time. I'm not entirely sure how to empty the middle ones yet, though. That's the part of the puzzle I haven't worked out. But, like, if I can get all these external ones, at least that's a lot of the value out of it. Okay, we gotta loosen these up too. So we loosened one of these.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Okay. I think we secured this side too. Let's get above it. Well, actually we could take care of this one first then. And this is probably about halfway through the game. I've got about half of the upgrades, so at the beginning of the game you can't move things as easily as this.
Deposit secured. Credits awarded.
But I do recommend the game. I'm having a lot of fun figuring this out.
Low oxygen levels detected.
I have died a number of times doing this. Not on this particular mission, but on similar ones. Okay, let's go back and refill.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Welcome to Vindatron 9000.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Yeah, I don't think that one actually went in all the way, did it? Nope, sure didn't. There we go.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Okay.
Final salvage goal reached.
Okay, so we reached all of the goals other than this last one. So I think we have to separate all of this from this and then get to this. But the problem is that this is all has to be cut so close to it that I'm not sure how to safely extract this, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna try to do this from a bit of a distance. Okay, that's gonna work, I think. Because this thing uses much less heat than the other one. You have to be much more precise with it. Because this thing will cut an arc. So if you aim wrong, you're gonna hit a lot of things. You better make sure you know what you're aiming at. think I need to take some of this dead weight off the top here. Make it a lot simpler. Now that we've got all the stuff off of the top, I'm too far away. Okay, let's see what that lets me separate.
Alright. This is your 5-minute warning, Cutter. 5 minutes left. We were out.
So this whole thing is too heavy, right? So do I cut this? I think I'm gonna cut this and okay. So you can actually cut some materials in half. This doesn't have a natural place to be cut, but you can unnaturally cut some things. Oh, I can't cut this, but it let me cut something else. What can I cut? Oh, it's this middle section. Oh. Then you know what? I can actually cut that scaffolding loose then. Let's do that. Then yeah, I can move this whole mess of stuff out of the way. Okay, let's see if I can't separate this into where they go. Anything else to pull off of this? Yeah, I can pull the door. That's worth money. Anything else on this to worry about?
Salvage registered. Transferring credits. Deposit accepted.
Okay, that may not have been strictly necessary, but that's gonna make it easier to parse this. Actually, maybe that is necessary. Maybe I can pull this out. Straight out. Let's see. No. It's still secured, okay. Oh, I see it. How do you cut that so precisely? Wait, what is holding this? Maybe I just send it down there, frame it all. Like, I'm not certain about being able to actually separate the middle section of this. Because those look like way too precise of cuts to need to do. And if I try to use the other tool, it's going...
Like you got about a minute left, Cutter. 1 minute
Are you
remaining.
telling me to cut it like this? Is that what you're telling me to do? I think it's giving me a hint on how to do it. This could be... I guess so. Spooky. Yep. As suspected.
Links recommend maintaining a safe distance from flammable items.
Well, we didn't die, but we're gonna have to come back and clean this up.
Low.
Actually, we might not even come back. There's not much value left in this. There's like,
Good breathing
yeah.
practices.
I think there's only like just a tiny smidge missing now. Oh well, it is what it is. We got much closer to solving that puzzle. Those middle ones are really hard to figure out how to get safely. We still got 4 million out of that. We still got the rest of the points. Spooky. You know, I would have expected that to do more damage to me, but I guess I won't complain about that.
Good morning, Cutter 9346-52. All the team at Lynx would like to wish you a happy and productive day.
Well, thanks everyone for watching that. I'm going to take a couple minute break and then we will come back in to try the next training. I'll catch you in a moment.